All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that as a car community, we need to be honest and forthright and just kind of admit what we've always known to be true, but a lot of you guys don't want to. The Hellcat is the standard of speed. The Hellcat is the standard of fast. The Hellcat is the standard of powerful. I say that to say everything has to be a Hellcat killer in order for it to be fast. If it's not a Hellcat killer, it's not fast. If you cannot beat a Hellcat, whether it's an old Hellcat 707, whether it's a Red Eye 797, whether it's a jailbreak 807, whether it's a Demon 840, if you cannot beat a Hellcat of some sort, your car is not fast. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Knockout 360 here with another video for you guys. So as you can tell, I'm in a car that makes this a car vlog. You already know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. Patreon.com/knockout360 for the uncensored, ad-free, full-length, crazy stuff that I know you guys love and YouTube doesn't. Patreon.com/knockout360. Check your boy out there. So let's talk about it, man. So I posted a video on my Instagram page, Knockout360, Instagram, whatever, Instagram at Knockout360. Posted a video of a Hellcat and a SRT Jeep racing each other, right? I don't know neither one of these people. I don't know where they were racing. I don't even remember where I filmed the video, right? I don't remember none of that. But I just happened to see a Hellcat and an SRT Jeep racing. Posted the reel. The reel did okay, even though it was nothing big. But people in the comments were going in on the Hellcat owner. And basically, they was just talking a lot of smack and a lot of shit about, Hellcats not being fast and how they've got Hellcat killers and how they've got, Z01s that are lighter and faster than Hellcats and how they've got GT500s that are lighter and faster than Hellcats. And then I posted a video earlier than that about a Porsche 911 GT. I think it was GT3, GT4. I don't remember. I'm not a Porsche guy and this isn't a Porsche channel. But, and everybody in the comments was like, oh, that's definitely a Hellcat killer. Hellcat wouldn't stand up to it. Hellcat doesn't, it's too heavy, it's too big, it's a boat, it's no way in hell that it could beat it. And then I just kind of started thinking to myself, just about every video that I see on YouTube at this point, whenever it comes to a fast car, somehow or another a Hellcat gets mentioned, whether there's a Hellcat in the video or not. If it's a Hellcat in the video and the Hellcat gets beaten for whatever reason, whether it gets smoked from a dig or from a roll or whatever, it's a Hellcat killer at that point. It's faster, it's lighter, it's more agile, it's, more powerful, it's all of that stuff. And it's one of those things like cars nowadays aren't or cannot be deemed fast unless they can beat a Hellcat. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people on the car scene that drive other cars other than Mopar, other than Dodge, other than Chargers and Challengers, that'll come up to me and say, man, my car is putting down X amount of horsepower, it goes X amount of speed, I beat a Hellcat on 485, or I beat a Hellcat on 77, or I beat a Hellcat from a dig, I beat a Durango Hellcat, I beat a Red Eye, I beat a Demon. I can't tell you how many of those conversations that I have, and obviously it's nothing personal, but they know I'm a Dodge guy, so it means a lot to me. But it's one of those things where, as a car community, we need to admit that Dodge has revolutionized and kind of redefined speed, because prior to the Hellcat, prior to 2015, obviously they were fast cars. I mean, Lamborghini Gallardos, Aventadors, Porsches, McLarens, AMGs, hell, even Chevys. Chevys had the SS. Ford has always had the GT and the 350 and all that good stuff. There's always been fast cars. Even the SRT-10 Jeep, not the SRT-10 truck. And prior to the Ram TRX, I didn't know that the SRT-10 truck was the fastest production truck ever created. I didn't realize that, but once again, Dodge. But it's one of those things where speed and fast cars and powerful cars and big numbers have always been around, but none of them have looked like a Hellcat. None of them have sounded like a Hellcat. None of them have come in even at the price and the affordability of a Hellcat. Because in order to get Hellcat numbers out of a car prior to 2015, you were easily paying 6, 7 figures. Well, not 7, 6 plus figures, right? 100,000 to 300,000. We're talking your Lambos, we're talking your McLarens, we're talking your top of the line AMGs, you know? We're talking super and hyper cars to get that kind of power. But out of nowhere comes Dodge in 2015 with the Challenger Hellcat and the Charger Hellcat. The Charger being the fastest sedan, fastest or the most powerful production sedan ever created, right? And then, of course, the Challenger being the fastest, having the fastest speed or whatever the case may be. And it was just one of them things where they set the bar so high with the Hellcat that even to this day, it's still the standard. If your car can't beat a Hellcat, it's not fast. If your car isn't quote unquote a Hellcat killer, it's not fast. But yet people talk so much shit about Hellcat owners and Charger and Challenger owners in general. I've heard it all. I've heard ghetto, because, you know, overwhelmingly, I think a lot of people feel that black people or black men are the ones that's buying the Chargers and Challengers overwhelmingly, which, you know, if you really did the math, I would imagine that it's probably kind of 50-50 or a little more, you know, one way than it is what you think. Obviously, because you see Hellcats in rap music and it's kind of a part of rap culture. You hear people rapping about SRTs, Hellcats, red eye, red key type stuff. So you get that comment as well. It's ghetto. You get that it's heavy, it's a boat, because obviously our cars are heavy and they are boats. You get that they're cheap and they're cheap American plastic, which, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not the most luxurious car in the world. You get you know, they're pieces of shit in the sense that they're gonna break down, or that you have issues with Hellcats, or that, you know, you people who drive Hellcats are leasing them and the APR is 28%, interest rate 30% type stuff. I hear stuff like that all the time. All sorts of negative comments about these cars. But yet, somehow or another, when it comes to speed, when it comes to power, when it comes to numbers, our cars are always the first to get mentioned. Hellcats and Scat Packs. I heard about the 392s as well. Oh, I can smoke a 392, though. That's a snack. Oh, that's a snack pack. I hear that a lot. Oh, that ain't nothing but a Dodge Charger snack pack, right? The 392 is nothing. It's too heavy. It's this, it's that. It's not fast. 485 horsepower. That's nothing. I hear it all the time. Anything that you can imagine being said about a car manufacturer, I have heard it personally. But somehow or another, when it comes to big speed, when it comes to power, the Hellcat is always mentioned. The Demon is always mentioned. The Tesla Plaid, nobody cares about Lamborghinis or ZL1s or ZR1s or GT500s racing a Tesla Plaid. But when a Hellcat lines up, when a Demon lines up, now we got ourselves a race. And inevitably, it's always one of those two cars that ends up beating those cars. I've seen Demons beat Aventadors. I've seen Demons beat McLaren. I've seen Hellcats beat Teslas. I've seen Hellcats and Demons smoke some of the most expensive, quote unquote, powerful cars ever produced. And we're still talking about a $70,000 to $80,000 car. Like, we haven't even touched 90 to 100,000. Some of you guys are driving Hellcats right now. I know one guy told me that after his military discount, and somehow or another there was a mistake in the ordering process, he got a wide body Hellcat Charger, 717 horsepower Charger Hellcat for like 73 after, like I said, his military discount. And then there was some sort of mix up at the time of him ordering it, where they gave him like a dealer discount or some stuff on top of that, and he got it from 73. You would never ever get an AMG for 73. You would never ever get a McLaren for 73. Honestly, you're not even getting a Chevy Corvette ZR1 for 73. But somehow or another you can do it with Dodge. But we get so much flack for our cars, the people that drive our cars, the things that we do with the cars that we drive. But yet, when it comes to numbers, when it comes to power, when it comes to racing, we are always the first ones to get mentioned. And you guys got to be honest about that. If it's not a Hellcat killer, it's not fast. If you cannot beat a Hellcat, whether it's an old Hellcat 707, whether it's a red eye 797, whether it's a jailbreak 807, whether it's a Demon 840, if you cannot beat a Hellcat of some sort, your car is not fast. And that's just the honest to God truth about the matter. You know, and that's pretty much the standard right there, right? But yet we catch so much flack about owning these cars, it's ridiculous. But the fact of the matter is that the Hellcat is literally the definition of speed, whether you guys want to admit it or not. I have never heard in the car community prior to the Hellcat coming out, oh, if you can't beat a Mustang 5.0, it's not fast. If you can't beat an AMG GT, it's not fast. If you can't beat a Porsche 911, it's not fast. Is it a Porsche killer? Is it a GT 911 killer? Is it a GT 500 killer? Is it a Tesla Plaid killer? Never heard of any of that. A Demon killer? Never heard. Well, I messed up with that. But you know what I mean. Demon killer, Hellcat killer. These are the terms that I'm constantly hearing throughout the car community, even to this day. You know? And Dodge has a lot to do with that, because it's like every year Dodge just makes our cars even more powerful. Right? I mean, 707 was the standard, and that was incredible and crazy at the time. No one had ever seen a sedan doing that kind of numbers, right? An American sedan at that, under 100,000 at that. And then Dodge said, well, you know, let's give them more power. 797. And then 840, or rather it was 840, then 797. And then it's like, well, let's get back to the 800s, 807 with the super stock. And then it's like, well, let's give the Charger some love too, because the Charger was missing out. 807. You know, with the jailbreak. Whether you want to admit it or not, the Hellcat is and forever will be the standard of what is considered fast, the standard of what is considered powerful, and the standard of speed, simple and plain. The Hellcat is not the most powerful car at this point. Let's just be honest here, it's not. The Red Eye is not the most powerful, fastest car at this point. Let's just be honest here. I can be honest. I'm a Dodge loyalist. The Demon is not even the most powerful car, the fastest car at this point. But unless your car can beat one of those cars that I just mentioned, the aforementioned cars, your car is not fast as far as the eyes of the car community is concerned. And a lot of people don't want to admit that. A $80,000, $70,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 American built, well, I think a lot is built in Canada, but some of it's built in America. American muscle car can put your $300,000 supercar, hypercar to shame. And a lot of people don't want to admit it, but I'm here to tell you the truth. The Hellcat is the standard of speed. Dodge set the standard of speed. Dodge took things to a whole nother level when they built the Hellcat. And the Hellcat to this day stands up as a monster against every other car manufacturer. And car manufacturers around the world are chasing the Hellcat. Chasing the Hellcat. The Hellcat forced Chevy to put more power in the ZL1. The Hellcat forced Ford to put more power in the Mustang. The Hellcat even forced Mercedes to put more power in the AMG. Henceforth, the reason we got the four-door coupe AMG GT63 that's putting down 600 plus horsepower. And it's a four-door car with the V8 bi-turbo engine in it. You may hate the Hellcat, and I get it. You may hate Hellcat owners, I get it. But you cannot deny that Hellcat is synonymous with speed. Simple and plain. Just wanted to bring that to you guys. Let's just be honest here. Let's call it what it is. The Hellcat is speed. Always has been, always will be. It's been your boy Knockout 360, man. I'm